Hi everyone, how are you? My name is Dawn for those who don't know me, and in this video I'm doing the daily guidance. As normal, I am using my John Holland The Spirit Messages Oracle deck, okay? So for today, energetically speaking, it kind of feels like people are kind of like a swinging pendulum almost. It's like the balance it's getting there, but either some people kind of feel really, really tired and they just don't want to do anything, they don't want to adult, they don't want to people. It's kind of one of those days, but they still have to get stuff done. Still have to go and run errands and do messages and, all the other stuff that needs to get taken care of on a daily basis. But it kind of feels like it's the bare minimum that will be done today. And then other people feel really like, I want this, and this done. I don't want to do anything tomorrow. They're very prepared, very kind of like boom, 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 boom. And even if they're feeling really, really tired, they're like, no, tomorrow or next week or whatever, I can rest then. I need to get all this other stuff done. Okay, it's going to make a checklist like, yep, done. Now I can breathe. So there's a bit of, the scales are quite balanced because it's kind of one or the other. But there is the line of people in the middle that are literally kind of like, oh, I have to get this done. I'm working. I have to get the kids up. I have to look after whoever. Stuff like that, okay? So just bear that in mind. And maybe if you're feeling just like you're not wanting to adult or people or to just breathe, just take 5 minutes and sit down, grab yourself a cup of tea, grab yourself coffee, and just breathe. Just breathe. Just literally be in that moment and be like, okay, I'm just going to sit here, set your timer on your phone. For some people, that might be for some people it will be hard to do, but it's needed. Even if you're counting down the seconds of that 5 minutes, do it. Do it. Just do it. Or get on to YouTube, and look up some guided meditation, 5-minute guided meditation. It would do you the world of good. Anyway, so that's that for today. So for today's card, actually just before I do this, I would really appreciate it if you could do all the social media stuff. Okay, like, share, tag, subscribe to the channel as well, please. And you are more than welcome to leave feedback publicly or privately. I don't mind. Okay, thank you. Okay. They're very jumpy today. I think I'm just getting this one. Okay. Ancestral wisdom. Okay. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. Okay. So, for some people this will be a case of asking for guidance from your loved ones, and even those maybe that you didn't know in person in life. Okay, they may have passed before you were born. Or maybe they passed when you were quite young, so you don't actually remember them and there was no kind of interconnection with them. However, from my own personal experience, even before, well, not really before, but there's two people in spirit that I never got the chance to meet. One of which, and I use this phrase not a lot, but for those if you are watching this video, I know I've used it, but I always refer to it for myself as well. Myself and this person were like ships passing in the night. He had passed just before I was born, but I feel a very strong connection with him, and I also feel a strong connection to someone who died relatively around the same time-ish, but would have been an awful lot older. So, it's kind of like there's generations between myself and her, and there's generations between myself and him, but I feel such a strong connection with both of those who are from two different sides of the family, etc. But I always turn to them for help and for guidance. And I always did when I was younger. I would always kind of think of them, particularly one more than the other, and it's only since I've gotten older that it's the other person that is helping guiding me as well. But what I'm trying to say is, in a really big, long, drawn out kind of way, they are there for you. Even those you did not know, don't remember, or never had the possibility of getting to know. Maybe it's from stories that you've heard about that person that you feel a connection with them. Or maybe it's just that you've always felt them. Or maybe you've been to a medium, which has happened a lot actually, where someone will step forward that person doesn't know, but they're kind of like, yeah, no, it sounds like whoever, and that there can be sometimes just they're kind of like, oh yeah, I knew they were with me, or but ask them for guidance, ask them for some wisdom. For some people it may be looking back at family trees and kind of figuring out like, oh right, there was this horrible thread that went through the family of maybe addiction or whatever. So maybe it's your turn to, not your turn to be an addict, I am not saying that, but your time to break that chain of events, to break that cycle. Maybe it's your time to do that. Maybe it's your turn. Maybe it's, and it's looking back at maybe previous mistakes that they made or whatever. But keep talking to them. Okay? It's kind of, this card from me, it's like anytime I get it for myself personally, I always feel like, oh, maybe I'm not talking to them enough, or maybe I need to go to the graveyard and pop some flowers down, or that kind of a way. And maybe that's for some people, that is exactly what this card is, just to keep chatting with them, or maybe it's just to pop into a graveyard or wherever they may be buried, or maybe wherever their ashes are scattered or somewhere similar. Or maybe it's even a case of going to the people who would have known these people. Like we'll say if it's your granddad and he is your dad's dad, maybe it's time just to talk to your dad and maybe check in with him or give him a hug. Or it's your mom or your grandmother's husband or whatever the case may be. Maybe it's time to interconnect with them as well a bit more and touch base and find out how they are. But they are around you always. Don't ever forget it, okay? And they will show you signs in very mysterious and miraculous ways. Just be open to receive them. And if you question if that was a sign, but you're already thinking of a person, yeah, you can probably bet your money that was their sign from that person, just because they came into your head. And it's only human nature to question and to wonder. That is, we are humans after all. Well, in this life we are. So that is your card for today, Ancestral Wisdom. I hope you all have a great day, whatever part of the world that you are in. Thank you so much. Just be nicer to yourself. I think an awful lot of you are being really, really hard on yourselves, and there's absolutely no need for it. Just be nicer to yourself. Be your own friend. Be your friend. Love yourself. Just be you. Simple. Just be you. Well, thank you all so much. I will be back again tomorrow. Take it easy. Bye.